Have you ever been in this spot? You swear you left your keys right on the table. You remember exactly that they promised to be home for dinner. But when you bring it up, they look you dead in the eye and say, completely calm, "Are you imagining things again? I never said that. Is something wrong with you lately?" They aren't screaming at you. They're saying it with this voice of concern, like they pity you. And right in that moment, instead of fighting back, you freeze. You start asking yourself, wait, am I actually losing my mind? That feeling where you stop trusting your own memory is called gaslighting. But hold on, there's a secret about this that nobody tells you, and it's gonna blow your mind. We usually think gaslighters are these evil geniuses calculating exactly how to hurt us. The truth is actually way scarier. A lot of the time, the person driving you crazy doesn't even mean to do it. They aren't lying just to hurt you. They are lying because their brain literally rewrote their memory so they don't have to be wrong. They believe their own lie 100%. And for them to be the sane one, you have to be the crazy one. If you are living with someone who can never admit they are wrong, someone who makes you feel like you're walking on eggshells in your own house, this video is for you. Today, I'm not teaching you how to argue with them because you can't win that game. I'm giving you a reality anchor blueprint. This is how you stand your ground, trust your gut, and never let anyone mess with your head again. Welcome to Psych Blueprint. Before we go any deeper, we have to clear up this word, gaslighting. Sounds kind of weird, right? Where does it even come from? It actually comes from this really old movie from 1944 called Gaslight. In the movie, the husband wants to drive his wife crazy to steal her jewelry. He comes up with this super twisted trick. Every night, he sneaks up to the attic and dims the gas lights in the house. Back then they used gas lamps, not electricity like today. The house gets noticeably darker. The wife asks, "Honey, why is it so dark in here?" And you know what he says? He says, "What do you mean? It's bright as day. Are your eyes okay? Are you losing your mind?" He does this every single day. Eventually, she stops trusting her own eyes. She thinks she is actually going crazy. That is gaslighting. Now, this is completely different from regular lying. Lying is, "I didn't eat that cookie," even though you have crumbs all over your face. That's just denying a fact. Gaslighting is, "What cookie? We don't even have cookies in this house. Are you hallucinating again?" See the difference? Lying is tricking you about an event. Gaslighting is attacking your brain. It makes you feel like your internal operating system is glitching. And here's the trap so many people fall into: confusing arguing with gaslighting. Not everyone who disagrees with you is manipulating you. Let me show you a super easy way to tell them apart. If they say, "I think you remember that wrong, babe. We had Italian for dinner that night, not Mexican." This is a disagreement. This is normal. We all remember things wrong sometimes. They are attacking your memory. But if they say, "Are you making things up? Why are you so paranoid lately? I'm starting to get really worried about your mental state." This is gaslighting. They aren't talking about dinner anymore. They are talking about your sanity. They switch the topic from the story to you as a person. And when you hear that enough times, you start to believe it. That is when you lose control of your own life. You know the story about the frog in the boiling water, right? If you throw a frog into a pot of boiling water, it jumps out immediately. It knows it's dangerous. But if you put it in warm water and turn the heat up slowly, the frog just sits there, enjoying the warmth until it is boiled alive without even realizing it.
No,
Gaslighting
thank you, dear.
is exactly
I'm quite
like
all
that.
right.
Nobody starts a relationship by saying, "You are crazy." If they said that on the first date, you would run for the hills. It starts very softly, like little raindrops. They say, "You're just being too sensitive," or "I was just joking. Why are you so intense?" You let it slide. You think, yeah, maybe I am being too sensitive. And just like that, little by little, they turn up the heat. Until one day, you realize you're scared to make even a tiny decision, like what to order for dinner, without checking their face first. You have been boiled. Now, let's talk about the most important thing. Why do they do it? Are they monsters in human skin? Here is the truth that will change how you see them. Most people who gaslight you are actually incredibly weak. Sounds crazy, right? They seem so arrogant, so confident, but on the inside, their ego is as fragile as a piece of paper. For normal people like us, when we make a mistake, we feel embarrassed, we say sorry, and we move on. But for them, admitting they are wrong is a disaster. It feels like a psychological death. The brain literally cannot handle the feeling of being the bad guy or incompetent. So what does their brain do to protect them? It flips a switch called a defense mechanism. It automatically rewrites their memory. When they scream at you and then 5 minutes later say, "I never raised my voice at you," their brain genuinely believes they never raised their voice. They deleted that clip or twisted it into, "I was just trying to help you." They aren't lying to you. They're telling the truth to the fake reality inside their head. And for that fake reality to exist, you have to be the one who is wrong, the one who remembers it bad, the one with the problem. So what happens to you? Imagine you're driving in a thick forest. You have a high-tech GPS. That is your intuition. But the passenger keeps telling you, "Your GPS is broken. Turn left, turn right. Are you blind?" At first, you argue, but after 100 wrong turns, according to them, you start to think your GPS is actually broken. You turn it off, you hand them the wheel. That is the worst damage of gaslighting. It's not that you are sad, it's that you lose complete trust in yourself. You become a hollow shell, waiting for someone else to upload data before you dare to function. And that is why we need to take that wheel back. All right, now you know their rules of the game. Now it's time to flip the board. I'm not telling you to leave them immediately because I know that is incredibly hard, but I am giving you a reality anchor blueprint, a 3-step system to protect your sanity. Step 1, escape the J.A.D.E trap. When someone accuses you of something you didn't do, what is your first reflex? You want to clear your name, right? You want to explain. You want to show proof. You want them to understand. Stop immediately. That is the trap. In psychology, we call this J.A.D.E. Do not justify, do not argue, do not defend, do not explain. Why? Because the more you explain, the more ammo you give them to shoot back at you. They don't care about your logic. They just want to see you confused. When you start explaining, you are secretly telling them, "You hold the power to judge me. Please believe me." Don't hand them that power. Step 2, the reality log. This is your strongest weapon. The gaslighter relies on your memory being shaky, so stop using your memory. Use pen and paper. Right after something happens, like they promise to pick up the kids at 5 p.m. or they say something insulting, write it down immediately. Put it in your phone notes or a secret physical notebook. Write the date, the time, and exactly what they said. Next time they say, "I never said I'd pick up the kids at 5, you don't need to argue. You open your log, date X, time Y, you said, "I will pick up the kids at 5. You don't even need to show them. That log is for you. So when they try to make you panic, you look at your log and tell yourself, "I'm not crazy. The truth is right here. Pen and paper don't lie." Step 3, the unbreakable spell. So what do you actually say to them? You can't argue, but you can't just be silent either. Use this magic spell. It is incredibly polite, but hard as steel. I hear that's your experience, but my memory is different. Why is this line so powerful? First, you aren't calling them a liar, which avoids a huge explosion. Second, you refuse to accept their reality. You are drawing a clear boundary. That is your world, and this is mine. And after you say that, walk away. Go to another room. Go for a walk. End the conversation.
Stop trying to convince them to agree with you. You will never win against someone who is lying to themselves. The only way to win is to stop playing the game. One final word, and this is the most important thing I want you to take away from this video. The reason I told you that they don't mean to do it is not to make excuses for them. It is not so you forgive them and keep suffering. I told you that so you can realize one truth. The problem isn't you. The chaos, the confusion, it lives inside their head, not yours. You are not crazy. Your intuitive compass is not broken. Your memory works just fine. Reclaiming your sanity starts with one simple act: believing in yourself again. Even when the whole world, or at least their world, tells you you are wrong, look at your reality log and trust what you wrote down. You deserve to live in a reality where your feelings are respected, not dissected. And I want to hear your story. Comment below. What is the one phrase your manipulator uses the most to make you doubt yourself? Is it, "You are too sensitive," or "I never said that"? Writing it down is the first step to breaking its power. If this video helped you see the light through the fog, hit like and subscribe to Psych Blueprint. I'll see you in the next video with a new blueprint for your mind. Thanks for watching.